I didn't think I was making this video today, and I am sad that I am, and not for the reason that anyone who's excited about skins is, but in the same way, I am happy to get this conversation happening on the channel because it's something that's been overdue this past month, and it's been something that I've been trying to find the right words for how to say because it's important, it's impactful, and I want to just get to the news, and then we'll talk about it because Apex Legends was supposed to launch its new Chinatown Market collaboration. Now, I talked about this collaboration as a big deal. I really was excited about this, not just because of this, but because of Ready Player One and the Oasis, because when brands start selling digital merchandise like clothing inside a digital game, you start to realize just how close we are to Amazon buying out space within Olympus. Literally, save on, wow, Sears. What's a brand? Smart Water buying Bonsai Plaza and renaming it Bonsai Smart Water, right? Smart Water Plaza. And it shows you that if that's where it is and people already spend $500 a month, or excuse me, maybe a month on a new heirloom, they'll spend thousands of dollars on digital cosmetics that are from Louis Vuitton or Gucci or these other things like Chinatown Market in game. Chinatown Market might be able to make one digital piece of clothing and make millions because it's just always being sold within a game. And that's going to change the way we buy stuff and value digital currency. Look at NFTs and all of that. But that was why I was excited. And I think that this still holds true. But Chinatown Market has made the correct but difficult decision to change their name and rebrand. And I want to read you the statement why. I want to talk about it. It has delayed the launch of the Chinatown Market branded skins in Play Apex that were supposed to launch tomorrow. Those are delayed. That will not happen until they have a fresh look after their rebrand, which we have no idea what that will be. But I want to talk about this. Huge update. Proud to work at a company that considers its impact on the world at large. Is this being read? No, I have to make this a little bit now I have to get the size right on this. Okay. Because this is something I want you guys to pay attention to and read, and I want to read too. And I think this is something, we always cover games. We cover a lot of friendly, fun topics. We do these things, but sometimes, this is the type of year and the type of experience that it's just not like that sometimes. And we have to be serious. And hopefully I can guide you guys into that. The Asian American community is rightfully demanding all of us think and act more honestly. We should have done this sooner, but it is never too late to do the right thing. Today, we are announcing that we're changing our name. We're working with our partners and retailers to donate the proceeds from existing products and work to fund nonprofits working with the AAPI community. Our name was inspired by the shops people and vibrance of Canal Street in Chinatown in New York, but it's not our name to use. We did not do enough to consider what this name would mean to the communities in Chinatowns across the world, and we need to take ownership of this and its mistake. It's time to do the right thing. We are committed to being a part of the change. We would like to thank all of the leaders who are helping us get this right. We want to make sure this change in partnership with the community and create as much impact as possible. We want to shout out Toda, Benny Luo, and Next Shark, who have given us so much of their time and guidance. This is just the beginning. As a brand, we've always moved through action at any platform we occupy with the goal of connecting with our communities to keep doing what we believe is right. And to keep doing, we must no longer be called Chinatown Market. We will be announcing our new name in the coming months. We are deeply saddened and horrified by the increase in racist attacks and violence on our AAPI community. We encourage everyone in our community to be a part of this change with us. The hate, racism, and violence directed at the Asian community has to be stopped. And there is nothing more poignant than that moment right now. We have to stop this, guys. I don't know what I could do in these 10 minutes. I spoke when the protests were happening last year. And I want to speak now because what I want to encourage all of you who are here on my channel and who are watching my video and are understanding that everything you like about this channel comes from diversity, comes from who I am, which is a diverse African-American guy who's grown up in America, who's had, there are so many people who are diverse, and all the things you love and like to do are a lot of times born from that beautiful diversity. And we've recently had a lot of ignorance and hate and just attacks, vicious attacks, killings things that you go, this is not okay for anything, let alone directed at one individual community, the AAPI community, to say, you are responsible for how hard this year has been. You are responsible for why I don't like my life. I'm going to take it out on this. It's unacceptable that we look to our diversity in this country and act as if it is our difference. Our diversity is our beauty together, because we're all diverse, whether you like it or not. That's the thing we have in common. We are all diverse. We may look different. We may act different. We may speak differently, but our diversity is actually the only thing that connects us. It's like being the same. Nobody's the same. Everybody's got a little something different. And it goes way beyond the way you look and where you come from. And we have to stand up for what is right here. We have to end violence. We have to stop Asian hate. I have friends who have been impacted by this, eating lunch on the street, and people are coming up to them with the brazen attitude in America right now to call them names, to get close to physically assaulting them, to threaten them with violence, just because of the way that they look. And we understand that that doesn't work. We understand that we don't have anyone here who's actively doing that, who that's a part of their life. We're not championing any of that. But I just want you to know that just saying that's not okay, for me, is not enough. We have to be willing to take the extra step and do something about it in our community. I live in a community where that isn't happening, in front of my face at least. But if you live in a community where people you know are doing something to encourage Asian hate and to encourage the idea that us being separate and being diverse is not this beautiful thing that really is what I think the true strength of America could be, but currently is dividing a lot of us. If you live around people who are doing these things, you have to do your part to own that that is not okay and step up for what you know is right. And right now, I'm doing my part. I don't know what it means, but I respect this decision from the concept of this is a big, big deal that, yes, you may say, well, they didn't need to change their brand. I didn't see anything wrong with that. It's not really, the point is not that, you need to change your brand and then that solves everything. The point is that people need to be more aware. And it's these little moments, it's these little things that may just be a fashion brand changing a name, to a different brand changing their name, to people having more awareness, and to really going that, listen, you will not be able to be a part of this world any way that you want if hate is at the top of your list and at the top of your recent actions. It's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be accepted. And to finish this off, I have a story that I was going to tell in another video. Maybe I'll just tell it now. The way I respond to these people is this: you can't do anything in your life if you want to do that anymore. I had someone to go in and type the word NIGGER on my stream. And I didn't even get mad. I said, listen, dude, whoever you are, it could have been a girl. I don't know. But I said, whoever you are, if you're doing that, just understand that that could be 10, 20 years from now, the end of your potential career or your life. I know you don't want those things for yourself. It's not worth it to hate at this point if you're looking into helping yourself and looking to get the best life that you can. But if you are at the point of you're just literally trying to hate somebody, this is not a place for you. This will never be a place for you. I think the places in the world where that's going to be acceptable are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I'm very glad for it. We need to celebrate our diversity. We need to stop Asian hate. We need to support our brothers and sisters of all skin colors, races, and diversities. And we need to make sure that the specific targeted ignorance right now against Asian Americans and the AAPI community is dealt with swiftly, and that there is no second guessing where we all stand on it. It's unacceptable. We have all gone through a hard time. We cannot be taking this out and making slanderous and ridiculous claims to try and say that this is our way of, I have no idea. I can't even fathom what people are doing with the level of ignorance, and it's just disgusting to me. It's disgusting. I don't understand. So I hope that this video makes where I stand on this clear. It won't be tolerated in our communities. As an individual, you cannot necessarily go out there and change 1 billion people right now. I know you want to, I want to, but we can't all do it. The way to start, I've always said, is just look at what you can do today in your community, in yourself, to heal, to help, to grow. And That's what I'm going to preach to all of you. Let's just try to do the best we can to make sure we are supporting, uplifting, and stopping anything around us that would have to do with Asian hate or acts of violence. And I just can't say that my heart, it hurts, man. It hurts seeing this happen. And so hopefully we get to this really, really soon. I know most of you and all my crew here at the Rainstorm, we know how we look at things like this. We are in that positive part of the world. And so shine your light even brighter right now so that you could be a guiding light for a lot of people who are lost on this topic, who are lost on this situation, who believe that there is something to be done by causing a hate and violence. It is never the way. It will never be the way. It never has been the way. And we need to start loving each other and embracing that diversity more. Please listen. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with usual content tomorrow, but I just had to say this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And if anybody did find value and it made an impact, I hope so.